Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing CleanSpark. This is a company that I recently stumbled upon and I am very bullish in this company. If you're bullish on the future of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, as well as the clean energy revolution, then CleanSpark is the stock for you. So if we're looking at the 6-month chart of CleanSpark, of course, we can see reached a 52-week high of $42, so it's trading at more than 50% below the 52-week high. And I mean, of course, right now, I still think this stock is at a discount. 52-week low is at close to $2. But just recently, if you're looking at the 6-month chart, the recent lows were around $13.84. And of course, it's up 31% since then. And I think this bullish trend will continue, right? But this is a company that's actually been around for quite a while, of course. If you're looking at the max chart, the peak stock price was actually $59 back in 2018 before, of course, it came crashing down to under $2. And then now, of course, back from its highs of $42, down more than 50% since then. All right. So this is a company that's been around for a long time. And we're going to go over their investor presentation, see what they're into, see what kind of revenues they have, and why I'm so bullish on this company. All right. So as the global economy faces an aging electric utility grid, the power sector seeks more efficient and reliable alternatives to producing and storing energy. So a growing number of renewable sources and advancements in tech are driving steady investments into solutions such as microgrids and their applications. And they keep talking about that, okay? So basically, our mission at CleanSpark is to solve modern energy challenges for forward-thinking groups who demand future value creation by providing the power of choice in the choice of power. So their highlights here. So annual revenues have doubled for 3 consecutive years. Revenue of $10 million for the fiscal year ended in 2020, an increase of 122%. And we're going to look at some analysis that shows that analysts are expecting revenues to grow, again, triple digits for some time, all right? So contract backlogs of 23.5 million on April 18th. And this is a company, by the way, with a 620 million market cap, all right? So again, when you're looking at price to sales ratio, relatively expensive, but at the current rate of growth, you can see why they're valued at $620 million, okay? Company has provided solutions in 7 countries, and personnel has grown from 20 to 74 in the past 12 months. So again, their business segments are energy and Bitcoin mining, and what they're doing is they're combining those two, and they're actually doing Bitcoin mining in a more environmentally sustainable way. So of course, if you don't know, one of the main reasons Tesla retracted Bitcoin, accepting Bitcoin as payment for their Teslas, was of course because of the environmental concerns. But 94% of Bitcoin mining with CleanSpark, I think, is carbon neutral. That's at least what they're saying. Okay, so you can see the revenue segments. Bitcoin mining, of course, has the largest estimated margin at 85%, but this is based off of a 60,000 Bitcoin price. So again, part of the decline in CleanSpark stock price was because of the decline in the price of Bitcoin. Okay, there's been recent tensions on Bitcoin price, such as China regulatory hurdles, Tesla not accepting Bitcoin as payment, and of course maybe the US looking to do the same. But again, I am still very bullish on the future of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if you are, then this is definitely the company for you. And I think anything under $20 is a steal, all right? So this is really cool. You can just go on their investor presentations, and they're always refining their way that they're mining Bitcoin and trying to upgrade their microgrid utility infrastructure, okay? So I think that is really cool. And for example, on May 13th, they said that CleanSpark acquires additional S19 Pro Bitcoin mining rigs to further enhance energy initiative. And this improves mining rig efficiency by more than 37%, all right? So I like how, of course, they're focused on environmental, sustainable, and governance type solutions. And this is what people want to invest in nowadays, all right? And I think you can have this stock at a discount right now. So again, this is the type of growth that they're projecting. So for September 2021, the analysts estimated 1,200% growth, okay? So for the current year, 2021, they're expecting 412% revenue growth, and in 2022, 272% revenue growth to 100, well, the average estimate is 252 million. So if you have a company that's worth 600 million or 650 million right now against the estimate of let's say 200 million, that's like a price to sales ratio of 3, which I would say is pretty damn good, and they're still going to be growing by quite a bit, although there are only two analysts covering this stock. Okay, but I believe that, I think it's highly relatively undervalued, and there's been talk of large groups getting into and being bullish on CleanSpark. All right, and again, part of the recent negative news is, of course, if you're looking at some news, so there's lawsuit for investors in CleanSpark, shares announced by Shareholders Foundation, et cetera, et cetera. But again, opposing that, it's recently been added to the Russell 2000 or 3000. And I mean, again, it's just like, I think more positive news has come out, and I think, of course, the drag on the stock price is because of Bitcoin prices and because of the lawsuits targeting CleanSpark and short seller reports. All right. But if we're looking at, of course, the technical analysis, so these are Bollinger Bands, 2 standard deviations above and below the 21-day moving average. And we can see it surpassed the 21-day moving average in this orange line, and now is testing that 50-day moving average in the purple line here. And if I can just draw here, it's testing that, of course, that 50-day moving average if we zoom in, and it sort of bounced off of this upper Bollinger Band right here before sort of slightly coming back down, but we'll see if it reverses and then moves back up again. So I think there are, of course, 2 options. It can either move this way, so again, we see this red candle, but it could reverse and keep on going with this sort of bullish momentum right here, or it could sort of break down that level and fall down below towards this lower Bollinger Band at around, of course, we can see like maybe the $15 price point. So what I plan on doing is probably accumulating a small position at around the $18 range, so where it is right now, and potentially, if it goes lower, accumulate even more shares and build up my position, because I think that I believe in this company for sure in the long term, and just hold for we'll see how long and how far this stock rises. But again, generally you want to buy when the stock reaches the lower Bollinger Band, because it tends to bounce off that level. So for example, right here, it hit the lower Bollinger Band, and then it sort of bounced off that level towards a bullish trend, okay? And here, before it even hit the upper Bollinger Band, then it broke down and went below that level, okay? So that's just basically how I use technicals to analyze whether or not I should get into a position, or if I'm looking just for a swing play, whether I should get into a position and then exit a position. So here would be a perfect opportunity to get in, and then of course, and this was like at the $17 level, and then you could have exited at the $22 level here, okay, when it reached the upper Bollinger Band. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think about CleanSpark. I think this is a pretty revolutionary company, and knowing that it started in 2012, and that it's modified its vision throughout, and it sort of has had that vision throughout the whole time. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. I think it's pretty great. And I mean, the revenue growth does not lie, okay? So yeah, cheers guys. Have a fantastic day. Be sure to smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to join the Discord link down below. So take care, love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.